Hello, everybody. My name is Thomas Powers. I am doing my case study on Zynga, the social media mobile gaming company. Um, their mission and vision statement, they don't have a stated vision statement, but their mission statement is to connect the world through games. In my personal opinion, this is not a great statement as it is very vague, very short, and it fails to address several aspects within the company, such as social responsibility, environmental responsibility, concern for the survival, growth, and profits of the company, and it doesn't give a helpful criteria for future strategies. For internal analysis, uh, primarily the company designs games for mobile devices, social media, and internet-based platforms with the goal of connecting people through gameplay. Some of their strengths are that they can process their own payments now without going through Facebook, uh, especially since Facebook no longer uses their Facebook credits for in-app purchases. This means that Zynga can charge whatever price they deem worthy for in-game purchases without having to uh, give Facebook a percentage of that. Secondly, their staff is well trained and good at what they do. They're highly sought after within the gaming industry. Thirdly, they have a very wide user base, primarily because of their heavy association with Facebook. Some of their weaknesses: most of their revenue only comes from less than 5 of their 42 available games. Uh, a couple of these you've probably heard of: Farmville, which was very big on Facebook several years back; CSR Racing, which is a very popular mobile racing app; and Cityville, which is very similar to Farmville, but it's a little less so. Secondly, the daily users of the Zynga games is declining. Uh, People aren't playing as often. It's more of casual gaming scenarios now rather than devoted. And thirdly, ties with Facebook have diminished some since Facebook stopped requiring Zynga to use the Facebook credits. This just opened up a whole new way for Zynga to go, and therefore ties with Facebook have become a little stretched. In their financial position, Zynga has had a net income for 2018 of $15.46 million versus $26.63 million in 2017. This is a 42% decline. However, that's still better than the 3 years prior to 2017 when they reported losses of $225.9 million, $121.51 million, $108.17 million in the years 2014 to 2016, respectively. Current assets for Zynga is $747.28 million, and their current liabilities are at $479.83 million. This gives them a quick ratio of 1.56. This is right around the industry average. But the odd thing is that Zynga is heavily cash based. They have a lot of cash just laying in a bank as compared to being invested or being used for R&D, etc. Their distinctive competencies is, again, their staff. They're very highly sought after. They're very good at what they do. Secondly is brand recognition. That really comes from their time being really close with Facebook. And then their user base, which again is very heavily influenced by Facebook. So their core competency, in my opinion, is the popularity and saturation that they have from Facebook. If somebody knows of Zynga, it's probably because of Facebook. And as we have mentioned before in a couple of our sessions, everybody's on Facebook. Zynga has a very good potential group to be able to give their product to. External analysis. Zynga is within the internet gaming industry, and some trends in that industry is the push towards 3D games, whether it's mobile, PC, console, etc. Um, Mobile games are gaining popularity quickly, uh, and the PC is still considered better than the console in general. Over half of the US population games, that's about 64%. Of those, the average age for the man that is gaming is about 33, and the average age for the female is about 37, with their different preferences for games. Men like more action and gore, and women tend to like more puzzle, word, and fashion type games. Sports gaming is definitely facing an increase in popularity. Zynga actually um, expanded their games into the sports uh, gaming sector recently with their NFL Showdown game. Um, Another trend is that there's a strong push into virtual reality. This is especially for consoles, but we might see some of that in the mobile gaming, internet-based gaming as well. The RPG is the fastest growing segment. RPG is the role-playing game, either free world or set. It's where you can design your own player and essentially immerse yourself as somebody different in the game. Dating games have 17% of the industry revenue, and puzzle and gambling games are also in the top 5 categories of the gaming revenues. Some challenges. Being limited to mobile and internet gaming means there's less ability to take on the VR opportunities. Excuse me. Zynga has little experience with dating games and limited RPG experience. They do have some, but for the most part, they're pretty limited. Finally, competitors challenge Zynga for their creators quite regularly. Zynga has a turnover rate pretty high. Over 50% of their employees have been with Zynga less than 2 years. Some of their primary competitors are Electronic Arts, Playdom, Gameloft, Dina, and Crowdstar. Electronic Arts has kind of branched out into console games, but they are still very heavy in the mobile gaming. Electronic Arts actually started out as a platform, or console, I'm sorry, and spread into mobile gaming. Playdom, Gameloft, they are primarily mobile games, and will continue to be so. Dina and Crowdstar, however, while also being more mobile-based, they also have some affiliations with console and PC. Opportunities for Zynga, they definitely have the opportunity to move more into the dating RPG games, which have been increasing in popularity, and with their current limited offerings in both, Zynga has the opportunity to really move into those genres with increased fervor. Secondly, the versatility of mobile gaming gives it an advantage over the console-based gaming. This means you can design a very good game and it can go with somebody anywhere. I know several games on the mobile that were extremely immersive, extremely complex, and felt like an actual console game that you could literally take with you on the go. Some threats. Many competitors have branches in many other types of gaming and platforms that Zynga has not approached yet. Like I said, Electronic Arts started out in consoles and moved into mobile gaming. So they have a very strong foot in both worlds. Zynga, however, is currently only internet-based and mobile, which nothing wrong with, but if they want to move forward, then it would be best for them to start to work towards that. Secondly, the fad-like attitude towards certain games means tastes change quickly, and games must be updated constantly to keep the users. Farmville, for instance, it was very popular for a year and a half, and then taste started to go away, and so they had to constantly update, and they came out with Farmville 2, Country Escape, They had to come out with CSR Racing, different things that are more generic in a sense to where they can be played at just about any time and most people aren't going to get tired of it. I know CSR Racing especially for most gamers, it's very addictive and very easy to get into. So strategy. Zynga is moving to make acquisitions, partner with big names to create games, and to increase their live operations. In my opinion, Zynga should focus on regaining their prior dominance through game development and partnerships. The game development with, especially in the dating and RPG genres. I see Zynga starting to branch into other genres of games, such as sports dating, especially the 3D, to regain that dominance that they enjoyed when, first of all, being privately owned from 2007 to 2011, and while they were on Facebook exclusively. I think Zynga is in a very critical position right now. They are kind of on a tipping point. If they don't handle themselves properly now, they will never recover, or the other alternative is that they will handle themselves brilliantly and they will move forward into a prolonged success, eventually expanding into those console games and PC, not just internet based, as some of their competitors have. Their financial position has not been consistent, but if they can reach stability or consistent growth in that area, then they should do very, very well. So that kind of wraps up my case presentation. Thank y'all for your time.